皆さん、こんにちは。Yuru です。Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Yuru. This is my first YouTube video and it's great to have you here. I'm starting my Evolve with Time challenge for the second year and this year's challenge theme is Japanese. I'll state my goal at the end of this video and looking forward to have your attention during this year-long journey. And now a little bit about me. I'm Chinese. My English learning experience is 20 years, and my Japanese learning experience is 1.5 year. And my English speaking and writing level is like B2, like intermediate level 2. And my Japanese speaking and writing level is B1. I'm an ordinary person with no special language gifts, and I worked really hard to get my master's degree in English language studies. And surprisingly, although I can read and listen to English quite well, I still can't speak English fluently, especially in conversations. Here are my Duolingo English test results in 2022. 130 out of 160, like equivalent to an IELTS band 7. Sounds not bad, right? But how about speaking and writing? For your reference, 100 is equivalent to 5.5 in IELTS and 65 to 69 in TOEFL IBT. I could never get admission from any decent universities with an IELTS score of 5.5. So it's strange, isn't it? After nearly 2 decades of hard working, why do I still find myself blanking out when it comes to speaking English? And why do I hesitate to talk to native speakers? What's even more strange is that despite studying Japanese for just over a year and being at a very basic level, I often find speaking Japanese more comfortable than speaking English. A year and a half ago, when my family prepared to come to Japan, I started learning Japanese. However, this time, speaking natural and fluent Japanese is my first priority. Looking back of my journey with English, I realized that even though I worked hard, I did a lot of things that didn't really help. I could pass exams, but I didn't truly learn the language and I didn't enjoy it either. So when starting to learn Japanese, I ditched all the habits I had developed over the past 20 years, almost started from scratch. And here's how I'm now. 皆さん、こんにちは。ゆるです。半年前に日本に移住しました。これまでの1年半ほど独学で日本語を勉強しています。今は N3 くらいのレベルになりました。大学時代に、もう十数年前かな。怖っ。大学時代に、なんか6ヶ月くらい日本語を学んだことがありましたが、ひらがなが読めるけど、カタカナがギリギリ覚えただけでした。だから今回は一番基本的なことから日本に実際に生活できるように日本語の勉強を再開しました。でも英語を学んだ時に比べると全然違う勉強法を取りました。諦めたいなとか、しんどいなとか、そういう考えは一度もありませんでした。それに、ネイティブスピーカーと話すときに、もう怖くありません。本当に嬉しいです。日本に住んでからもう6ヶ月になりました。 この6ヶ月間、最初は自分で不動産屋さんに頼んで、部屋を探して契約しました。最近は、初めて日本の美容室に行って、髪を、髪をカットしてもらいました。さらには、初めて病院に行って、お医者さんに相談して薬を出してもらいました。新しい国でいろんな新しい体験を手に入れました。なんか不安だったけど、恥ずかしいことがいっぱいあったけど、日本語で生活の地図を広がって、本当に嬉しいです。今は私がまだ初心者ですけど、この1年半はいつも楽しかったです。だから自分に合う勉強法をとって、独学の時間に楽しめて、日本語でいろんな問題を解決できるのは最高です。これからも頑張ります。自分の学んだプロセスをちゃんと記録して皆さんにシェアしたいと思います。もちろん今の自分は知らない言葉や文法がたくさんあります。難しいトピックでの会話ができませんし、敬語の使い方がなかなかわかりません。でも、完璧よりも長い時間をかけてのこのプロセスを楽しむことがもっと重要だと思っています。詳しくはこの後のエピソードで、話したいと思います。興味がある人はチャンネル登録をしてお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。Yeah, let me switch back to English. This is how my Japanese sounds now. And this is my learning report for last year from the app I use every day. I read over 640,000 words and reached intermediate level 1. I've learned over 9,000 Japanese words without memorizing them. And I even watched 7 Japanese films at the cinema last year without subtitles. I'm glad that after 20 years, I finally realized what really matters in language learning. I use no flashcards or any vocabulary building apps. I haven't used textbooks since the 10th month. I only choose what I'm interested in as my resources, and I do shadowing a lot. It's almost effortless. It's so much fun, and my Japanese has improved. That's why I decided to document this process for my second year and see where I will be by the end of 2024. If you are also a language learner, or you're curious about what might happen if a person learns language a bit every day without paying, please subscribe to my channel and feel free to leave comments. I'll faithfully document my learning journey, including my gains and my lessons. I'll be posting videos chronologically so you can track my process. And to make my goal clearer, I aim to meet the requirements of JLPT N2 or above by December 2024. For writing and speaking, which is not included in the N2 capability descriptions, I want to be able to have deep conversations on various topics at natural speed with native speakers. Can I reach my goal at the end of the year? You are the judge. In my next video, I'll show you what I did to learn Japanese this January. I will also include my recent beloved resources and my learning approach. So don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next video. Bye bye!